if you're age 18 to 24, find your obsession, So in life, you need to start early because everything counts and compounds, right? You have a lot of energy, you learn quicker, and yeah. So this is why I always say you need to find an obsession. For me, for example, I don't really have too many obsessions anymore. Used to be gaming, and like for a while trading, when I was younger, but somehow lost the spark because of my dad and stuff like this. I felt like I was too old for this. So this was one issue I had, up until I was 22. I was going nowhere in life, dropped out at 15. So, and yeah, I don't know. Like I felt like my life was already over because I spent so much time in loneliness and suffering in hell, and wasting my cognitive capabilities. And then also like I had PTSD, which or like I took medication against my will. This destroyed like my brain, memory, and how quickly I think and my creativity. So, and also like the dopamine I get. So I'm basically like kind of a dead man walking. So it's of course harder for me to find an obsession, which is why I wanted to share with you that you should find it. Because I remember when I used to have obsessions, I would always wake up full of energy and full of joy and excited to see what the day has to offer. So yeah, luckily I always maximize my time, even when my life circumstances were not good. Like growing up, I was like basically in a small cold room, always slept in it naked, didn't have anything to eat. So I guess maybe that pushed me to learn more, and yeah, and to also have an obsession with learning because I genuinely felt like every day could be my last. So I had an obsession with just learning just stuff about life in general. So yeah. So yeah, I genuinely wish you find your obsession. Doesn't matter what it is. Find something you're naturally good at, which maybe even gives you energy. Sometimes remember like video games. Like if you're winning, that gives you energy to keep on going and keep on going. Same. Just anything. That gives you energy. Keep on doing this, and yeah, use it because you will lose it eventually if you don't use it right. Wasted talent is a shame in this lifetime, which I kinda experienced because I was always very gifted, always very lucky in life. Like I guess maybe blessed by God, but you could say my life. You could say, yeah, I experienced like very unfortunate circumstances and always, yeah, I gave up on myself, and somehow my brain also didn't feel like learning anymore, because I was like constantly stressed and worried what I will do, what will happen to me. So yeah, don't waste your talent, find an obsession early because you learn quicker, and there's a decline, there's a cognitive decline, like I don't know at which point, but mostly 25, and then it's like goes down, and this is where I found like most men, they die at 25 but only get buried at 75, because they have accepted a self-image and they cannot learn that quickly anymore, right? Or they cease to learn and they just die off. Luckily I'm not that, I always try hard, but I have no longer, I can confidently say, even over the past 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, I only had one obsession. It was like one video game. It's called Eternal Return. I guess it led me kind of to the top. I was the best player basically or one of the best players, but best player when it came out, season 1. So yeah, but I haven't found anything since. It's been 2 years. and I'm kinda empty